up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Oakland Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike.
Ready? 180?
I got you, boy. Kill.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Chubb on the counter. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Deuce. Check nickel. 6 guys.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get him into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
180!
Mike's 59.
Watch the run. Shift. Watch the shift.
On first down, Swift finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Yellow. 180.
Check 59. Here we go.
Hey, 15.
Mahomes now on first down.
I got you.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mahomes going to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
80 weapon.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Nelson Aguilar. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play the best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the safety creep. Check 3. 8.
A run for Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Run you over. Check safety, check safety. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Go. No. Off.
Shit.
Hey.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check.
20. Express.
Take it.
On 2nd and 9, Newton gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Motion.
20. I get it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1.
Mike 58, right there. Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Boy, they have a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Back up. Check 43. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 24. Check.
Attack.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
49, check 49, check 49. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist, twist.
They'll try and run for it.
Run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You go tight.
Hey, color.
You got tight right there.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you get a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Check 13.
Hey!
13.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he powers his way up past the 30. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
3 buzz.
Switch.
Hey!
Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Look at it. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Let's go.
Hey!
Mike, check, 59.
Ball trot. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey, switch gears.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Right at the 8.
Mike's 59.
20.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Check 4.
Hey!
Slam.
A first down carry for Smith. And an alley to run. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Edo Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. So, we get slap happy up here sometimes. From the 39, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Set. 180. Gun.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Small. All right, Mike 5'9".
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Express.
59. Come off the ball hard. Mike.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown, baby.
In for the score. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Yellow. Mark the line, 80.
59. Kermit.
My side.
Mahomes to throw once more. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Yellow.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Easy.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Yellow.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a second down.
180.
59, Mike the 59.
Hey, me and you all day. Yellow. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw is Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch the boot. Check. 8. Kill. 20. Check.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They set up the screen to Chubb. Space to run past the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now Chubb. He will push his way down to about the 14. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
I got you, punk.
They run it again with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
We got 10. 180.
Mike's 59. I got wide.
Great. Express.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, watch the delay.
Go.
9, Mike 5'9".
In your
Out of the gun, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll try the left side. Swift. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Open man is Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Mahomes now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
They'll try the left side. Swift. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
15. Watch twitch.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
59, Mike the 59. Hey, watch the ball. Chef. Mike, check.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
59.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Twisting away. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Great. Check. 50 control. Check. 53 is mine. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Here's Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Yellow. There's a line, right? No chance. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Shift.
On 1st down, Swift. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Yellow. 59. It's coming this way. Here we go. Check 31. Watch twist.
Now Anderson on the jet sweep. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of the play is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Check. Get it.
On the counter, it's Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
25, check 25, check 25.
8. Check. Check out.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
20.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is
20.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
On 3rd down,
check
Newton
50. Check 50.
connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Gun.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
58 is the Mike. Go 58's the
Delta. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Check. Check 26. Check 26. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Rush in. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out. Yellow. 58, boys.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, he's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down.
Watch the run.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I can't believe they even let you play. Zoom. Mike is 59.
Throwing here, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're